In this installment of our historical look back at Addison Village Halls, we discuss the former Edward Roderman home, which served as Village's third Village Hall from 1957 to 1960. According to a small note in the Addison Press newspaper, village government workers moved into their new quarters at 195 East Lake Street in December of 1957. This third Village Hall building was the former home of Edward Roderman. It was located behind Croggy's Standard Station. The Roderman family was one of Addison's early prominent German families. Edward was the only child born to Heinrich Christian Roderman and his wife, Lena Feeney Roderman. He was born on March 14, 1849, in Addison. Christian was a farmer by trade, but died at the age of 28 in 1850, and his widow later remarried, becoming the wife of another Addison farmer, J.H. Weber. According to his biography in Portrait and Biographical Record of DuPage and Cook County, Illinois, published by Lake City Publishing in 1894, Edward lived with his mother and stepfather until his stepfather's passing. After finishing local schools, he attended Eastman's Business College and in 1872 opened a general merchandise business with his younger stepbrother, August Weber, which was known as the Weber Roderman Store. The business was so successful that both Edward and August were able to build their own stately homes on Lake Street in Addison. In 1890, Edward sold his share of the business and began dealing in grain, feed, lumber, and coal. He was also one of the founding members of the Addison Railroad Company, which brought the Illinois Central Spur Line to Addison. Roderman went on to serve as Addison Village President from 1891 to 1893. In 1902, Roderman helped form Addison's first bank, Addison State Bank, now Green State Credit Union. In October 1913, while serving as an assistant cashier at the bank, Roderman was shot and killed by a bank robber. The murder made national newspapers, and the culprit was never brought to justice. Roderman left behind a wife and two grown sons and is buried at St. Paul Cemetery on Mill Road. The village utilized the Roderman home for its base of operations until 1960, when it acquired the former Kinderheim building from the Lutheran Child Welfare Association and converted it into the village's first municipal building. This is Susan English for the Addison Historical Museum.